Hi, this is Brian's board with CTC. Previously, I talked about typical types of investors like angels and VCs, and today I'm going to talk about what I consider to be the unusual suspects, starting with crowdfunding. Crowdfunding actually has become more conventional. The idea here is that a number of individuals contribute small amounts of money, put up small amounts of money for projects. And they do this through websites like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, WeFunder, and others. And in 2019, the average crowdfunding project raised about $28,000. A subset of this is equity crowdfunding, and in 2019, these types of projects raised about $260,000 on average. It's important to keep in mind that the people supporting crowdfunding campaigns tend to be young. They tend to be in the 24 to 35 year age range. And for this reason, companies that are social media savvy tend to do best with crowdfunding. Number two is mission-driven investors. So does your project have the capability or the potential to create positive social or environmental impact? And if so, mission-driven funders might be good sources of either grants or equity capital. And this is a broad group. It can be venture philanthropists, it can be private foundations, it could be impact investors. And private foundations have become more and more interested in this because their donors are more and more interested in seeing their assets go to positive change. Important to keep in mind, though, is focus on the impact when you're talking to these types of investors rather than your vertical or your technology sector. You want to appeal to their sense of mission. And finally, corporate investors. So some companies, some big companies, have money set aside to work with startups, and they do this because it supports their growth goals, or because they want to diversify assets, or because they want to identify new talent or technologies. And examples of these types of companies in Wisconsin include American Family, Northwestern Mutual, Kimberly-Clark, Advocate Aurora, and Direct Supply, to name a few. In working with these kinds of investors, they can be great allies in taking your business to the next level. So these are some creative ways of seeking external funding. As always, you want this to be part of a bigger strategy for your company. So keep that in mind. This is Brian's board for CTC.